Would you like to learn how to make elderflower champagne? The recipe is really simple. It only requires elderflowers, lemon, sugar, some white wine vinegar and some water. In terms of size, a large head of elderflower is best, like this. Otherwise you will have to combine smaller flowers. The ratio more or less is 1 large head of elderflower for litre of water. So for example, if you're planning to make 10 litres of elderflower champagne, you will need about 10 large heads of elderflower, 1 kilogram of sugar. And then in terms of lemons, it is more to taste, to be honest. So it could be 3 to 4 lemons. A few words about the elderflower. It's better to pick it in the morning on a sunny day, and not on a rainy day, because it might develop some fungal infection. And you have to check that there are no little critters on it. So it's best to lay it on a paper towel for a few hours to allow all the critters to escape. And you have to use the unwashed flowers, because it is the flowers that have all the natural yeasts that will develop in fermentation. With regards to the lemon, of course it has to be unwaxed lemon. You have to wash it, and then you peel the zest. For example, you can use a small knife to just separate the zest, or you can grate the zest if you prefer. So make the slices as thin as possible, trying to avoid the white part. And then you will have to juice the lemons as well. So for example, I'm making 4 litres of elderflower champagne. So I'm using 1.5 lemons with 4 to 6 elderflower heads, just because it depends on the size. And for 4 litres, you will need 4 litres of water and 400 grams of sugar. So you do a first fermentation in a large container for 3 to 5 days. Again, it all depends on the strength of the natural yeast. So once you start seeing some dynamic bubbling in the mixture, like this, the whole liquid is ready to be filtered and then bottled. Use a large clean container. Dissolve the sugar in about half to a litre of hot water, boiling water. Mix well, then add the remaining water at room temperature to cool down the mixture. Pour everything into the container, then add the elderflowers, the lemon zest and the lemon juice. And a tablespoon of white wine vinegar. And then check every day until you see some bubbles form on the surface of the liquid. After 4 days, the liquid is ready to be filtered. And using a muslin cloth to filter out any impurities. All the flowers stay on top, and then you have the filtered liquid at the bottom. And now the liquid is ready for bottling. Do not fill to the top, but leave some space for expansion, because the fermentation will still continue. And if possible, if you remember, maybe every couple of days or at least once a week, open the cap, let the gases come out, and then close again to prevent any bursts of gases out of the bottle. And the elderflower champagne should be ready a month after bottling. Just keep an eye on it. Then at the bottom, a sediment may develop. So what you can do is to turn the bottle upside down, let the deposit come towards the top, and then carefully open the bottle, drain out that sediment, close it again, and you will have a much clearer liquid in the end. Enjoy! Cheers!